Hello everyone, Thempire Ian here with new cards. We've got first up a card from the Duelist pack about the Light Duelists, Duelists of Brilliance, and we got another new Trickstar card, but this one has a little twist. This card is always treated as a Marincess card, so it is both a Trickstar card and a Marincess card, tying together the two archetypes, but probably not actually playing them together. You're probably going to be using this in either one or the other. If you control a Trickstar or a Marincess monster, you can special summon this card from your hand or graveyard. Because they don't have any other synergy together. That's the only synergy they have, is the fact that this card exists, you know? But this effect is crazy. It's just a really decent extender. Yeah, Link monsters, the point this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Pretty good, especially for Trickstars, because they have a lot of Link arrows that point. Marincess already have battle protection, or they have like a lot of protection in. I don't know if they have battle protection. I don't think they do. I think that's the one thing they lack, which might make this decent. But they're usually their protection for battle is the fact that their monsters get huge. But that's still pretty decent. If this card is sent to the graveyard as linked with link material, you can look at your opponent's hand and all of their set cards. And those are once per duel effects on the third and first one. That's crazy. Like, this is genuinely incredibly strong. Complete hand knowledge and set card knowledge if you need that. And that's the kind of thing you only need to do once, right? So that the fact that it's once per duel isn't even that bad. And the fact that it can summon from hand or grave, you can only do it once per duel, but like, that's really strong. So yeah, this one seems crazy to me, right? This one just seems incredible, both for Trickstar and for Marincess. Is it going to make Trickstar playable? I don't know. Is it going to make Marincess playable? That's a bit more of a question. I think Marincess is it's a pretty decent deck already. It's not like it's a decent rogue pick, I would say. And this might push it into tier 3. I don't know. I'm very interested to see what people do with this, because the hand knowledge is just so incredible. Like, the complete hand knowledge, basically for free. Or you could keep it on the field to just keep him from just being destroyed. Or you could do both. I don't know. Maybe you summon this out some other way. You use it as link material, get to look at all your opponent's hand, and then you get it back on the field. I don't know. Lots of stuff that you could do with this, I think. But we also have Clear World support. Isn't that weird? Clear World, this is an interesting one, because Clear World didn't ever show up in the English dub of GX. This only shows up in the Japanese version because Season 4 was never dubbed into English. But these cards, the Clear World cards are really interesting in concept. I'm interested to see how they transfer that here. I see it does have an attribute, which is annoying, but that's how they've done it before. So Clear Vice Dragon, I believe, is the boss monster or the archetype. That one has an attribute. It just like is immune to the effects of the field spell. But let's see what this does. Level 3 Dark Fiend. Only use the first effects once per turn. You can discard this card and one other card. Add 2 cards from your deck to your hand that are either Clear World or spell traps that mention it. Okay, so you can add Clear World or any spell traps that mention it, but you cannot add any monsters. But you get to add 2, but you have to discard this card and another card. So you're still going even on cards. You are unaffected by the effects of Clear World. You are unaffected. Okay, so that's how they're going to do it, is that all the Clear Worlds are just ignore it instead of making them not have attributes. That's kind of annoying, but if this card is destroyed, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you do, send the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck to the graveyard. Interesting. That's like okay, I guess. The fact that I think the first effect is probably the best one. All right, and we have Clear Rage Golem. You can only use the first effect of this card name once per turn. This card is a normal special summon. You can activate this effect. Your monsters that mention Clear World can attack directly this turn. Okay. You are unaffected by the effects of Clear World. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can inflict 300 damage to them for each card in their hand. Moving on. Clear Cube. He certainly is a cube. Dark Machine. Well, I guess you could play the one rivalry. You are unaffected by the effects of Clear World. That's the first effect this time. During the main phase, you can normal summon one monster that mentions Clear World in addition to your normal summon. Great. If this face-up card in the opponent's control leaves the field by your opponent, or in its owner's control leaves the field by your opponent, you can special summon a monster from your deck that mentions Clear World. Clear Vicious Knight, a level 8 Dark Warrior. Contribute this card by attributing one monster that mentions Clear World. Gains attack equal to the highest original attack amongst monsters your opponent controls. You are unaffected by the effects of Clear World. Your opponent cannot activate the effects of special summon monsters with attack lower than this tribute summons cards. Okay. So that's a flood. It's a floodgate of all special summon monsters. So it's like a bad M-Pen. It's like a bad Fluandre's M-Pen. Clear Wall. Continuous spell card. You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. If Clear World is on the field, you can add a monster from your deck to your hand that mentions it. Monsters that mention Clear World cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, you take no battle damage from battles involving them. While you control level 7 higher monster that mentions Clear World, all effects of Clear World are applied to your opponent regardless of the attribute they control. Oh. Well, no, that's not awful. It's a continuous spell? Okay. Let me open up Edo Pro, and I'm going to take a look at the two other Clear World monsters, or I get the Clear World monster and the Clear World field spell. So Clear Vice Dragon obviously has it unaffected. If this card attacks the opponent's monster, the attack of this card becomes twice the attack of the attack target during damage calculation only. If this card would be destroyed by an opponent's card effect, you can discard one card instead. Okay. That's not particularly good, but I guess. And then Clear World. It's a very old card, but they didn't really do anything to make it better. Clear New World has nothing to do with this, right? Yeah, I didn't think so. That's the new one from with that nerdy girl, that nerdy magician girl. During each end phases, pay 500 life points or destroy this card. That's great, Clear World. Thanks. Each player receives effects depending on the monster attributes they control. Obviously, you'll be ignoring these, and your opponent will be dealing with these. Light, play with your hand revealed at all times. Well, the hand knowledge is pretty good. You have to be playing light monsters, though, unless you get the continuous spell. And I guess you have a pretty easy way to get to that. I guess, like, literally, what else is there to get? There's no other spell that mentions it. So, off of Clear Phantom, you're getting the field spell and this continuous spell, right? Yeah, there's literally no other ones that mention it. So unless there's another wave later, this is the only thing you can do. Dark, if you control 2 or more monsters, you cannot declare an attack. Okay, so that can floodgate your opponent, I guess, from attacking. During your standby phase, target one face at defense position monster you control, destroy that target. Yeah, okay. During your end phase, discard a card. During your end phase, take 1,000 damage. You must pay 500 life points to activate a spell card. So... And none of this support, not a single piece of this support protects Clear World from being destroyed. Am I clear on this? The entire deck is designed to make your opponent have to deal with the awful, terrible floodgate effects of Clear World. And there's nothing in the deck that protects it. You know what? Actually, why am I complaining? That's good. Fuck this card. I don't want to see it playable. I don't want Clear World to be playable. Especially with this continuous spell that makes all the effects active at once. Holy shit. That would be awful. Who would want to play that format? Holy moly. Okay. Yeah. Like, what the fuck am I complaining about? I don't even think you play Clear Vice Dragon in this deck, right? Like, Clear Vice Dragon is, like, really, really bad. And there's nothing in the deck that specials it out except for, this guy who specials it out if it's destroyed. Yeah, if this face-up card is under control, leaves the field by your opponent. You can special summon a monster. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Ugh. This is awful. No, I mean, it's good that it's bad, though. That's the thing. Although, I gotta say, Clear Vicious Knight is not that hard to make. All you have to do is have one of these fuckers out on the field. The problem is with that making this like a consistent deck. And again, I think that's good that it's not a consistent deck. I don't think this should be a consistent deck, because that field spell is really annoying, and the fact that the continuous spell makes it even like makes it all active at once. Ugh. But the fact is that you can't search monsters. Yeah, there's nothing in this deck that lets you search monsters. Which makes it very inconsistent. But, like I said, the Clear Vicious Knight is not particularly hard to get out. Clear Rage Golem lets it attack directly, which is not awful. Considering how big Clear Vicious Knight can get. Clear Vicious Knight does stop monster effects from special summon monsters, so you can't clear World with a monster effect. You have to use Cosmic Cyclone, although Cosmic Cyclone is getting a lot of play, and you could use Feather Duster or Twin Twister as well, but like Cosmic Cyclone is seeing a lot of play recently, so yeah, that's not really a much of a help. They do have to pay 500 life points to activate it. I guess there's that, and of course you can get more. Wow. It's like too close to playable. I don't like how close it is to playable. Is the thing. It's not playable, right? I just want to make that clear. This is not a good deck, but this is going to be the most annoying deck at your locals. That's what I'm going to say. This is going to be the most absolutely annoying deck at your locals. If you don't have, you're going to have to go to game 2, because you don't have unless you have the Cosmics in your main deck, right? Or you're playing like Runic or something that has built-in spell destruction. Oh, man. What an annoying little deck. Oh wait, this lets you add a monster from your deck. Of course, you have to have Clear World, but we have the Searcher right here, so there is some degree of searching in this deck. I think you still got to play 3 of this guy, which it seems really bad. So like let's see here. You would play 3 of this guy, of course, because he's the Searcher for the spells. You kind of gotta have him, but he goes to Grave, and so you're gonna need a. You're gonna need a summon. You're probably. I think this guy's a decent summon because he just can let your guy go in. And of course, there's also the one that gives you an additional normal summon. I think you play 3 of him as well. I don't know if we care about this. The thing is, this guy is gonna wait. Do you take battle damage? And you take no battle damage. Wow. Yeah, I mean, like, you're gonna. I feel like with this deck, it's really gonna be draw the out. It's really just gonna be about making sure you have some way to access spell-based spell trap destruction that you can use to clear the Clear World or the Clear Wall. Either one, really. Probably you want to clear World because that makes Clear Wall not work anymore. No, you still got to clear World or Clear Wall too, because that second effect does not need Clear World to be on the field to work. So maybe you clear Wall and then you just take whatever else is there, depending, because like let's see here. What's fire? During your end phase, take 1,000 damage. Yeah, if you're playing Snake Eyes, you don't care. Or Thempire, you don't give a shit about that. If you're Thempire, you absolutely need to clear clear wall instead of clear world, because you need to do that battle damage. And then they have a juicy target for that. But again, you're gonna just have to draw Cosmic for that. Because if this is on the field and you have, wait, this is a level 7 or higher? Yeah. So if this is on the field and the Clear Vicious Knight is on the field, which I think is really the main thing you want to be getting out instead of the Vice Dragon, and it's again really easy to do. Oh shit! No, wait. You don't want to play this guy at all actually, because you need the second normal summon. So yeah, so you have to play this guy instead of the. You just don't play Clear Rage Golem at all. I don't think you need that. I guess it would help for getting more damage in as like a follow-up play, but I don't think you really want to be betting on that. I mean, maybe you play it anyways, but like maybe just like one of. I can see it as a one of, yeah. Clear Phantom you obviously play 3 of, and Clear Cube you play 3 of because you need Clear Cube to get Clear Vicious Knight on the field. I was thinking that this was a special summon. No, it is still a tribute summon. You distribute it with 1 less monster. This is so bad, but it has to be. It has to be that bad. I will say it's only the activated effects that are negated, or you can't activate them. So any continuous effects will still apply. Not that there's a whole lot of those in the game currently. It's mostly activated effects that we're caring about. Yeah. Oh wow. This is it's not, like I said, it's not I don't think it's a particularly good deck, but man, is it going to be really annoying when it gets the right hand to set up. That's what it is. It's going to be extremely annoying when it has just the right hand to set up. Wow. Well, let me know what you think of these and the new Trickstar Marincess card in the comments below. Let me know what you're planning to do with these awful, terrible Floodgate cards and the really cool Marincess Trickstar card. Floodgate's not exactly the right word, although some of the effects on here are floodgates. But man, just like a really annoying stall, burn, kinda, just real clear world, real clear world. Oh Jesus! It literally will be as frustrating as that final duel where where Jaden faced off against this guy and was like, I can't do anything. Let me figure out how I can do anything. Jesus Christ! Let me know what you think about these in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there! Thanks for watching another video. Why don't you give it a like, share it around, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications. You know, the YouTube stuff. You can also follow me on Twitch and Twitter for more content. I got content plenty for ya. You can also support the channel by giving me money. You have a Patreon. If you join the Patreon, you can show up in the credits over here. I would really appreciate that. You could also use my TCG Player affiliate link to get any single, sealed product, or accessories that you want, all to start supporting the channel at the same time. That's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful rest of whatever time it is for you. Bye now!